Hello everyone. Here we are going to start chapter 2 structure of atom of class 11th. So first of all we will start with the isotopes. Isotopes are the atoms of the same element having the same atomic number but different mass number. In isotopes you have seen that hydrogen has the three isotopes, that is the protium, another one is the deuterium, and the another one is tritium. Now in this case you can easily see that they are having the same atomic number but they are having the different atomic mass. Means you can say they have same number of proton and same number of electron but the number of neutrons are different. So in case of isotopes we are saying that the atoms of the same element which are having the same atomic number but different mass number, or we can say that they are having the different number of neutrons. Now you can take the another example of chlorine, in which it has the two isotopes, that is 35 is the mass number and 17 is the atomic number, and in chlorine 37 and 17 where it is the atomic number and these are the mass number having the different number of neutrons. Similarly, you can take for the nitrogen, that is nitrogen 14,7 and nitrogen 15,7. And another example is the oxygen, that will be 16,8, oxygen 17,8 and oxygen 18,8. Among these three isotopes of the oxygen, this oxygen is radioactive in nature. Means it has the short lifetime and it used for the detection of reaction mechanism and in the various purposes. Now, the another one is isobar. In case of isobar, the atoms of the different elements having the same mass number. The mass number is same mass number and they are having the different atomic number. Atomic number is different. Now, in this case, you can easily see same mass number and different atomic number. That means you can take the example of argon, potassium and calcium. In all of them, the atomic number is 18, 19 and 20, but they are having the mass number 40, 40 and 40. So mass number is same, but the atomic number is different. So these are called as the isobars. Another one is isotones. Isotones, these are the atoms of the different element having the different atomic mass, atomic number and atomic mass. They are representing by this symbolization method that you have done in the 10th standard also, as well as having the different mass number and atomic number, but having the same number of neutrons. The number of neutrons is same. You can see the 14, carbon 6, nitrogen 15 and 7 and oxygen 16 and 8. Now here if you will find out the number of neutrons, as you know that Z is the number of protons. Protons are present in the nucleus of an atom and the same number of electrons are there in the neutral atom. Means the number of protons and the number of electrons are same in case of neutral atom. But when we are taking the cations and anions, in cations and anions, the number of proton and the electron will differ. In case of cations, the number of electrons are less as compared to number of protons, as there is a loss of electron takes place in case of cations. In case of anions, the number of electrons are greater as compared to number of protons. You can take the very simple example of Na. Na has the 11 atomic number, that is the number of protons are 11. Number of electrons are also 11 in case of Na. But whenever the Na is converted into Na plus, because it is a metal and lose the one electron. So here the number of proton remains the same because the nucleus will not take part in any kind of the reaction and the electrons will be 10 because the one electron is going to be lost here. So you can see the number of electrons are less as compared to number of protons in case of cations. Now you can take the example of anion, in which the Cl, first of all we will take the neutral atom, that is Cl. Cl Z is 17. That means number of proton is 17 and number of electron is also 17. But when the chlorine gets the one electron and converted into Cl minus, so in that case the number of protons remains the same as we are saying nucleus is not taking part in any kind of the reactions other than nuclear reactions में. And the number of electrons, one electron will be added, so the number of electron will become 18. So number of electron will be greater in case of compared to the number of protons in case of anions. Now here we have done how can you calculate the Z. Z is the number of proton. A is the atomic number, which is the number of proton plus neutrons. Means protons and neutrons, these are collectively known as nucleons. इनको nucleons कहते हैं, as they are present in the nucleus. And whenever we want to find out the number of neutrons, then we will take the atomic mass minus atomic number. Then we will get the number of neutrons that we have done in this case. If we want to calculate the number of neutrons, that means this is atomic mass and this is atomic number. So the number of neutron is equal to A minus Z, which is comes out to be 14 minus 8, 8. In all other cases, you can calculate the number of neutrons, which is comes out to be same. That means we can say that this is a set of isotones. Now, the next one is the isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species are the species which contain same number of electrons but different number of protons. You can see the example of, likewise, they can be cation, they can be anion, or they can be neutral atom. Suppose we are having such kind of the species. Now you can calculate the number of electrons in all the cases and number of protons in all the cases. Number of protons, that is the atomic number, is 12. Here it is 10. Here it is 9. And for sodium it is 11. Now if you find out the number of electrons, Mg plus 2. So 12 minus 2 comes out to be 10. There is no change in the number of electrons as it is neutral one. Here we will add the 1 electron in the 9. So we will get 10. And Na plus we have to remove the 1 electron. So we will get 10. So you can see easily if they are having the same number of electrons. So these are the species which are having the same number of electrons but different number of protons. These are called as the isoelectronic species. The one more example you can consider here is aluminium plus 3. You can take oxygen minus 2. You can calculate minus 3. So all these are, you can easily calculate the number of protons and number of electrons in these species. Now in this chapter, next topic we are going to be discuss here the electromagnetic radiations. Electromagnetic radiations or the waves are the waves which can travel or associated with the electric as well as the magnetic field. Means both can be oscillate in both electric field component and magnetic field component. In both the components or in both the fields it can be oscillate. For example, you can take the radio waves, microwaves, IR radiations, UV radiations. All these are the electromagnetic radiations. So you can say the oscillating electric and magnetic field produced by oscillating charged particles are perpendicular to each other and both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. You can see in this picture, this is the direction of the propagation, and the electric field component and the magnetic field component both are perpendicular to each other as well as they are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. These kind of the waves are called as the electromagnetic waves. And unlike the sound waves or the water waves, these electromagnetic waves do not require any medium and can move into vacuum. Means they can move into vacuum. They do not require any kind of the medium. You can say the sound waves or the water waves. These are not the electromagnetic waves. Now electromagnetic waves will also give rise to the formation of an electromagnetic spectrum. What is that? It is the different region of the spectrum are identified by the different names. For example, radio frequency region. इनके regions अलग अलग होते हैं, frequency अलग अलग होती है. So these are called the radioactive radiomagnetic radiations that you have seen in the NCERT chapter. कि there is a electromagnetic spectrum is given to you and there is VIBGYOR. This will be also given, that is the visible region which is between 400 to 750 nanometer. That will be the wavelength range of the VIBGYOR: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. It is one of the very narrow spectrum for the electromagnetic radiations, and this is the region only which can be visible to us, and different kind of units are used to represent the different electromagnetic radiations. Units may be differ: nanometer, picometer. These units may be differ for the electromagnetic spectrum. Now we will discuss about the characteristics of the electromagnetic waves. Basically, there are three characters of the electromagnetic waves. First is the wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by the symbol lambda, and it is the distance between any two consecutive crust and the trough. As you have seen this kind of the propagation. So, any two इनके बीच में जो distance है, any two crust और any two crust and trough, इनके बीच में जो distance है, this is called as wavelength. And the unit of wavelength may be differ, that is meter, centimeter, angstrom, maybe picometer, maybe nanometer. Meter, centimeter you know well, but whenever the angstrom is there, so you can convert this angstrom into 10 to the power minus 10 meter, or you can convert this into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. As meter is 100, so you convert this, you will get the 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. Now, whenever the picometer is there, the conversion factor for the picometer is 10 to the power minus 12 meter. And for the nanometer, it is 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So, in this manner, you can convert this into meter or centimeter. Now, the second characteristics is the frequency. Frequency is mu. And these are the number of waves passing through a point in 1 second. एक ही point से कितनी waves आपकी travel करती हैं, and the one wave is consist of the one crust and one trough. So this is called as frequency, and the unit of frequency is hertz or second inverse, as the frequency is the reciprocal of time period. That is, the frequency is equal to 1 upon time, or the frequency is also directly inversely proportional to lambda. That is, mu is inversely proportional to lambda. Mu is equal to 1 upon time. It is a reciprocal of time period. And the C is the, whenever we are removing this proportionality sign, we will get mu is equal to C by lambda, where C is the velocity of the light, and it has the fixed value, that is 3.0 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So that will be the unit of, this is the value of speed of light, which is very much constant. Now, this is about the frequency. Now, the next one is the wave number. Wave number is representing by mu bar. It is a total number of waves present in 1 centimeter length, and it has the relation mu bar is equal to 1 upon lambda, and it has the units centimeter inverse or meter inverse. A question can be asked about these three formulas. Three formulas were, that is related to mu is equal to 1 upon T, mu is equal to C by lambda, and the another one is mu bar is equal to 1 upon lambda. So the questions are there in NCERT book also. Now these questions you have to try and do it in your copies. That is, calculate the frequency of IR radiations having the wavelength 5.0 into 10 to the power 7 nanometer. You have to convert this nanometer into centimeter first. That is 5 into 10 to the power 7 nanometer. So whenever you are converting this, it will become 10 to the power 7 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So it comes out to be 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So you have to be put the frequency mu is equal to, that will be is equal to mu, and after that calculate the, you have to be calculate the frequency. So this is lambda, and you want to be calculate the frequency, that will be C by lambda. Mu is equal to C by lambda. So you have to put the value 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 5 into 10 to the power minus 2, and then you have to find out the frequency, that will be comes out to be in terms of meter, and the value of C is also in terms of meter per second, and the frequency comes out to be second inverse, that is time inverse. Now the second one is the wavelength range of the visible spectrum extended from 900 nanometer to 1750 nanometer expressed these wavelengths in frequencies. So this one is the lambda 1, this one is lambda 2, same conversion is there. That is, you have to be multiplied by 10 to the power minus 9 and then calculate the frequency. That is lambda 1 gives out rise to the formation, gives the mu 1, and lambda 2 will find out lambda mu 2. Next one is calculate the wave number and the frequency of the yellow radiations having the wavelength. Here the wavelength is given in angstrom. As you know, the angstrom will convert into meters by 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So this is the conversion factor first. And then calculate the mu bar, that is wave number, which is equal to 1 upon lambda. You can find out very easily. And that is frequency. Mu is equal to C by lambda, and then find out the value. And that will be the very simple numericals. That numericals are also be in the NCERT book. So you can try these questions also.